Everyone. So my first thing I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to make some biscuits. These are quick and easy biscuits. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add 2 cups of flour. Now these biscuits, some of you said that you tried making them and they came out too hard. Okay, so I'm going to show you something you can do. When you put your biscuits into your pan for the oven, if you want your biscuits to be softer, use a liner. If you want them to be firmer, don't use it. But if you want your biscuit to be softer, just use some parchment paper. And believe it or not, that little difference will make a difference in your biscuits. So you're going to use 2 cups of flour. You're going to use 2, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to use 1 teaspoon salt. Well, I'm using a half. Yeah, no, I try not to use too much salt. Half a teaspoon of salt. You're going to mix this together. And 6 tablespoons of butter. 2, 4, 6 tablespoons of butter. And you know, we got to get the hands dirty. Crumble it up into your... It's going to get crumbly. Okay, so you know you're going to do this until it's crumbly. Okay. Quick and simple recipe. Then we're going to take 1 cup of milk. This is where you're going to use your fork. So you can see how when you stir it, it falls over the place. We need this to whisk itself from the bowl. 1 cup, start off with a little at a time. When you do your butter, make sure your butter is cold. Add a little milk, a little at a time. But you should be at least use at least close to the whole cup. At least like maybe 3/4 of it you should be using. Okay. And there it goes. I put a little too much milk in it, so I'm going to add just a little bit more flour. And there it goes. That's what you want. It's going to make itself into a ball to stick away from the sides. We know the next step is to put flour on your surface. And we're going to pull this out. You don't want to over knead. Like I've told you before, try not to go over 25 times. I try not to go over 20. So we're going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like if it's neat enough, you don't want this to stick to your hands, so you need a little more. That's 7. About 8, 9, 10. You don't want to under knead it, and you don't want to over knead it. If you could go like that and it's not sticking to your hands, then it is done. Okay. Remember, like I said, if you want your biscuits to come out a little softer, put your lining in there. Okay. I need these biscuits to be kind of big. So, here we go. Got my cutters. And just cut them out. And these are kind of thick, as you can see. And you're going to set them into your pan. If you want these to be kind of smaller, which, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm not. I need them to be this way. Then you just pat your pat it down a little further. But I need some thick biscuits. So, okay. So this is the first part of what I'm doing today. I'm going to put these on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And usually maybe 30 minutes, but usually it don't take long, but because I'm making them so thick, that's why. Show you what to do when you get down to your last. You don't never have to let your Cortez. Oh, okay, they got them. Take your last dough. You can do that and throw that away, or just take your dough, put it into your holder, and pat it down into there, and you got your biscuit. Y'all know I don't like to throw anything away, and there we go. Okay, then you're gonna take your biscuits, melt you up some butter. Pat it with the top. And you're going to throw these into the oven, like I said. Okay.
What's the matter? Headache. How's that stomach? It's going around right now. So maybe you should come and see.
Okay. That's going to go in the oven for now. Okay. While my biscuits is in the oven, so I'm going to take some shredded chicken that I used for, remember when I did the enchiladas? I'm going to take some shredded beef. Okay. It's already seasoned, so I don't need to season it. But I will take my barbecue sauce that I made. And we're going to put this into our... Matter of fact, this is going to go into a pot. Hold on. Okay, let me put this into a pot.
You okay? Me? No, I'm fine. Liar. Look, I know I'm not Phoebe, but I am still your sister.
And I'm going to add juice. A little more. And I'm going to go put this on the stove and let this warm up. Just in case you guys wondering what I'm doing. Yes, today is sliders day. So that's what I'm making. I'm making some biscuit sliders. I'm gonna let that warm up,
Making cookies now.
and when the biscuit is done, I'll come and put it together.
Yeah, I know. I guess I was just